after the war to build the memorial over the Arizona rather than another ship, or build the memorial in another location altogether. The Arizona has another distinction, and that is she had 38 sets of brothers and a father and a son aboard that morning. 23 sets of those brothers, along with the father and son, never made it off the ship. Only 16 brothers survived, and only one full set of brothers survived. There is still oil coming up from the Arizona. It is coming up about a drop a minute. About 5 to 10 quarts of oil are coming out of the ship every day, depending upon the currents. Many of the survivors have speculated over the years that these are the black tears of the men of the Arizona, and that the black tears will continue to come up until the last survivor dies. Now, whether this happens or not remains to be seen. There are 5 survivors still living, and about 300 to 500,000 gallons of fuel oil still aboard the Arizona. Nevertheless, whatever one wants to attribute to it, it is the lasting vestige of what happened here on Sunday, December 7th, 1941. Now we are going by the battleship Missouri. Missouri was not here at the time of the attack. She was still being built and would not be complete until the end of 1943. She was commissioned on June 11, 1944, and served in the Pacific Theater. She was in Tokyo Bay on September 2nd, 1945, and that was the official day that Japan surrendered to the Allied powers, and it was on the main deck of Battleship Missouri, right where the white canopy is, which we'll see in a few moments, where the surrender took place. Now, the Missouri, in our own right, saw significant action in the Pacific War, especially in the battles of Iwo Jima and Okinawa. It was in the Battle of Okinawa that the Missouri was struck by a kamikaze plane near the stern of the ship. Now, the Japanese did not use kamikaze attacks until the last year or so of the war, so there were no kamikaze attacks here in Pearl Harbor. We are going to make a turn in the harbor, and we're going to turn around, but as we do, I'll point out where the battleship Nevada was beached. As you know from the film, the Nevada action got underway and down the channel during the rolling fight between the two air waves. And the second air wave, the pilots saw this. They wanted to sink her in the middle of the channel. Their commanding officer had her running around right there at a hospital point where the palm trees are. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you can see the dent in the Missouri where the demarcation line in the gray coloring is. That's the impact zone. The surrender was right where that white canopy is. Now, where the Missouri is now is where the battleship Oklahoma was. Now, the Oklahoma was facing the other direction, but on that morning, the Oklahoma's crew was getting ready for a ship admiral's inspection the following morning as a result. When the bombs and torpedoes fell on the ship, this caused Oklahoma to miss to port side and turn